All right, folks, I'm all cleaned up. I found the bed. It was just hovering in space. So I put it back down here. We're all set up. Is it light or is it dark outside? I don't have the gold to spare to check. So here's the thing. If I want to stay down here for a while, I'm going to need some things, right? I'm going to need a way back up because obviously I want to do things, but I also am going to need a way to sort of, clear this wall here outwards, make some space. Right? I don't know what's beyond this wall. We could maybe dig a little bit. Maybe there's a huge cavern right here. No, here. Here. Okay, well, there isn't a cavern there. So, but this is Minecraft, and, like, we could craft a cavern. Maybe in the fourth dimension we could, like, and phase right through and see it, but sadly I don't have that mod yet. So, like I said, the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and get started with Mistcraft. Or, I'm sorry, with hexcasting. What Mistcraft? What am I saying? We need a couple things to make a staff. So the basis of the mod is a staff. And, actually, real quick question. What do we need for that? Interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and get it done. We need this, a little bit of these. I miss Mistcraft, by the way. I was thinking about it while I was doing this. Like, wouldn't it be cool to have the Mistcraft books? All right, wand made. Look, I am a wizard now. How does this work? Well, I guess let's go ahead and maybe use it for a practical purpose. If we right-click, we get this grid, and this is basically a spellcasting mod. Now, I do want to assure folks that while I will maybe take a couple of episodes... maybe I'll do a couple like episodes off to the side where I talk about some of the spells I'll design, and I'll definitely show off the spells and share them in the appropriate places, be they Reddits or Discords or whatever. I'm not going to sit around. It'd be a little bit like, I guess it'd be a little bit like maybe watching someone do computer craft, right? Is this it? No. We do need a hex crafting book, I think. I think I have some spare books. I need the book. Do I not have a book? I could have swore I looted some books. Did I craft them all? Oh boy. Okay. All right. It's time to engage deep memory. All right, I think I remember what I'm doing. So let's go ahead. Let's hop right here. And what we're going to need to do is, light up our space a little bit so that mobs don't spawn. Now, it is true that Minecraft 1.18 is a little bit more forgiving, right, about all of the spawning rules. It's not quite so intense. Still, we do want to be careful. So what I'm doing here is just making a quick spell that will light up the area for us. Oh, you know what? I actually need to carry some amethyst on me, don't I? That's the other thing that we need. I put it all away in my inventory alignment. Let me just... We'll grab a bunch of this stuff. It'll be ideal. And now, I've been using this mod so much in the mid-game, or perhaps the late game, that it seems... I forget that I actually have to do certain things, like carry these little amethyst bits as opposed to my files. But we'll be taking care of all of that plenty soon enough, I assure you. But meanwhile, one of the things I'd like to invite you to do, and this is this YouTube call to action thing. I've learned so much since my last time on YouTube. If there's any mods or builds you'd like to see me in particular play with, besides hexcasting, besides Ars Nouveau, besides Create, which are definitely mods that I want to focus on, let there be light. Ta-da! Got this little light right here, and it'll stick up and do that. Now, one thing actually that comes to mind, I actually don't like that. Now, I told you earlier that the sunset in Minecraft is gorgeous, and I want to see more of it. I need a bowl, a dust, and a crystal. I think we need to make a bowl. Yeah, for sure. Well, one of the things is because of my involvement with the mod and such and like, I actually have, and you can get custom pigments. So I'm going to go ahead and internalize that right now. Without the book, I'm going to have to think deep into my soul about what the pattern was. But yeah, let me do that really quick, and then I will make a light of the appropriate color scheme, because the white one just don't cut it. We all got to agree on this. One sec. Ah, there we go. A beautiful little light. And we'll have to light up the whole area this way. Let's see. So if we're going to clear out this space, either I need a set of powerful magical spells, right? Or I need a hammer. Now, I do note that I actually have a lot of unprocessed ore here, and some of it might even be useful for that. To make, let's see, we have lots of tin. We have tons of copper. We could, in theory, we have to go to the next level to make like a hammer, right? And tinker. That would also help. And I think we could make it out of amethyst bronze or heptasium. It might be interesting to do it that way. Yeah, the hammer looks pretty good, and the crumbling is not a bad property. But we do need to make a anvil, a tinker's anvil or whatever it is. Yeah. And the amethyst one, I guess it kind of matches with the theme we've got going in here of being in a geode. But what I will need to process all these ores, I've been using the Tinker Station, is to automate this. So I think what I need to do is clear, like it's kind of limited being on this block. So I think what I'm going to do is clear a little bit of space over here to work. And then I've got to find some lava. That I think is like the next step. Because without some lava, I'm not going to be able to process all these ores quickly. So I'm going to pop off that tank there and grab a bucket and see if I can find some. There should be a reasonable amount. It's just I have to be really careful because the caves are dangerous and this mod pack is just full of absolute terrors, right? It's actually kind of frustratingly hard. So this should be just about enough space. I'll go ahead and leave. I'm going to record my little adventures, and if I see anything cool or if I die, you'll see me again. So either you'll see me setting up the automation for the anvil, or which will be pretty, or sorry, automation for the ore processing, or, you know, whatever. You know, you'll see me die, I guess, and you'll probably see me die, but maybe I'll get lucky. And you know what I should do really quick? I should weave into existence a light spell. All right, maybe this spell's a little bit much, but we can hope. There we go. 2 light sources have been woven into existence, and we're burning amethyst dust, by the way, to do that. It actually is more efficient to do more things at a time. By the way, because it's a lot of these things cost less than 1 dust, and until we do a little bit more work, we can't exactly deal with that. If any change is lost until we get a slightly more sophisticated method of storing our media. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Oh no. All right, to battle. Oh, that wasn't too bad. What do we get? Vigilante. Maybe not that useless. Maybe. All right, folks. Well, I got back up. I got some lava. I got some extra lava. And it wasn't even too eventful, although I did die in a dumb way, and I unfortunately didn't get it recorded. But let's go ahead and kick this off, right? As many people have noted, The new meta, the new balance, the new way that we think about, well, sorry, I'm just thinking, should we prioritize any other ores first? You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm going to go down. There's a couple lava lakes down there. I'm going to go and get a bunch more of this stuff, right? But anyways, in the meantime, this system is not the worst system to be using. We definitely need to get some better tanks to support it. But boom, this will now automate. It used to be that you had to have a redstone clock to run these. Now you don't. Honestly, I really like that. I dig that. I think that's much, much nicer. So we should be thankful to the Tinker's Construct folks. But yeah, this is all it takes. This is 1.3x ore. Early on, that's a lot. The next goal that we're going to aim for, if what I'm going to do is I'm going to work through this backlog, and I'm probably going to make a few more runs down to the lava lakes below near that death right there. Oh, there was a magnetic creeper. And that should give me what I need to make the next level of Tinker stuff. Because we got to clear out this space here and start making room for farms and other things, right? And I also got to figure out what the heck these moss blocks actually are. Like, can they spread? Are they good? I don't know anything about the caves and something or other's updates. What I know is that I'm getting iron, and that's great. So that's what we're going to sit and watch for a while. All right, folks, I'll be back once I'm done with that. All right, folks, I think that I've made a bunch of progress off camera. I'm gradually getting to the wrapping up point here, but I did want to go over one last thing before we clock out. Now, my plan is to do kind of an alternating schedule of streams and whatnot. So I'll probably stream, and you'll see some progress here before the next recording. So you can go over and catch that on Twitch if you like. But yeah, I don't really know what form this will take or when I'll get to release it. I hope that I will soon. And so if you see this, that means that I did it. Congratulate me in comments, please, because it's probably an effort. Anyways, I've been harvesting amethyst steadily. I've also, after going and picking up a whole bunch of fluid tanks with these that have a bucket mode, these fluid tanks, you can do that. I think N is the default key. Really worthwhile to grab. I have tons of lava, but also I found 3 pointed dripstone in my entire time. It was like rarer than diamond. But this stuff is cool because you can set up lava farms. Now, it's not a lot of lava, especially with only 3. You'd probably need like 8 by 8 to actually make it work. But what's cool about it is that it does mean you have a passive supply of lava. And given the fact that these things are fairly efficient, it means that pretty much I'm like net positive on lava. This keeps filling up. This is much fuller than when I started, right? I mean, it's free lava, right? It's free lava. Anyways, I've been using that free lava to smelt more copper to repair my pick, which is currently a diamond modified pick, which, by the way, at Dwarven, when you're living underground, is a really nice modifier. It goes pretty fast. Still, this was slow, especially with a 1x1 tool, not gonna lie. I've dug out several things here. I'm very, very close over here to the dungeon from before. So we might hop over there. In fact, through this wall, there's a little path that leads to it that I lit up before. So I've actually met up with my old path. And that dungeon's interesting enough that I might actually want to use it. But before that, let me show you, I've been cooking up lots of stone that I've been mining from this to make buttons. Those buttons I've been using to make so much seared brick. So much seared brick, right? And that is sort of where I want this to go next, with some glass, some seared brick. We're going to make a smeltery so that we can make alloys, so that we can sear brick, etc. So let's just go ahead and accept that this little friend here is going to get turned down.